coming about the picture saying Bloody's coming, Bloody's coming, Bloody's coming, Bloody's coming. 1, 2, Bloody's coming for you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? 3, 4, I'm breaking down your door. Do you want more? 1, 2, Bloody's coming for you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 33 of Horror Corridor, and we are here again with motherfucking Bloodshot. What's up, man? Horrorcrunk.
Just sitting here cooking up some dinner. You know, look at these fucking colossal ass bugs.
Ooh.
That's why he's so on the fucking roll. They're huge, man.
Yeah, so where are you residing nowadays, man? You've moved since the last time I talked to you.
Yeah, I'm in Mesa, Arizona now. So I'm same city as McNasty, I believe.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I haven't seen him though.
Yeah, that'd be sick if you guys ran into each other. That'd be a cool little meetup. You guys have worked together before, right?
Yeah, we definitely have. We were on Ida's Records together. He was in Full Scale Right with Class. So, and then Riff Raff happened, which was shit, a gang of motherfuckers. Big Slack, McNasty, me, Gruesome, Shy One, LeVay. It's probably forgetting somebody too. But, man, it was colossal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was a lot going on back then, and I wasn't really around. I've talked about it before. Like, I was into horrorcore, but like other sections, like I knew about Bloodshot, but I wasn't fully into like McNasty. I didn't even know what Riff Raff was until I heard your album with LeVay. But I was gonna ask, do you think that's ever gonna come out on streaming?
The LeVay and Bloodshot album?
Yeah, God Ain't Listening.
Yeah, it should. I mean, I'm not sure what LeVay's plans are. I know it was put out under Prone. It's put under Gruesome's label, so I don't know if he's the one that's got to put it out or or what. But I know it's on. If you go to Audio Mac, the whole album's up there, but we don't have it on like Spotify or any of that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's like where I listen to it. But I mean, that album's sick. So if anyone hasn't gotten a chance yet to listen to God Ain't Listening, the Bloodshot LeVay album, fucking check that one out.
Hopefully, yeah, that's dope.
Hopefully he's doing good. He added me on Instagram pretty recently, so
yeah, he's starting to. From what I saw today, he's starting to try to draw and dabble into drawing and shit like that. So he's awesome. Still moving.
Cool.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. So yeah, we were just gonna catch up a little bit. A lot's changed since the last time we talked. For example, I'm technically on HorrorCrunk now. As you can see, I'm kind of decked out right now with the HorrorCrunk gear. You know, I've been rocking this shit on the mic for a while. I've had all you guys on the show, and you know, I just felt like, you know, it's really felt like time to like put myself on the front lines, like help you guys out and try to speed things along the best you can, because we got a lot of power behind our artists, and I think that they're just getting stronger as time goes on. So, do you want to kind of just talk about how things have changed since the last time we talked?
Man. Yeah, a lot has changed. I mean, back last time we talked, we were just getting started. We didn't even have I don't know if Shane's album was out by then or not, was it?
No, it wasn't yet.
Yeah, so we hadn't even released an album by then. I mean, we only had a handful of artists at that time, but over momentum picked up. You know, we started picking up people like you and to help us going after I signed all these artists. We have a lot of artists that we haven't announced yet. Not particularly officially signed, but pretty much signed. Once they're announced, they're signed.
And people have been guessing. We've been dropping some clues, and some people have been guessing right. It's really hard not to like tell people how close they are, but
yeah. There's some people know. Yeah. The people that are paying, you know who we're talking about.
Yeah, you definitely know who's paying attention. But yeah, it's been a really cool rollout so far. I really like. I've been trying to get as creative as possible, and like doing the Mortal Kombat kind of. Il Nickel and I kind of came up with that Mortal Kombat theme, and
Yeah, he Mortal Kombat shit. He's been trying to do that forever, so he's probably stoked about that.
I know I was telling
But
him he needs to bring back Combat Killers. Do you remember that?
yeah, I've heard about it. Smalls talked about it for a minute and shit like that. But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
yeah. Since we talked, Shane's album, The Great Lakes Butcher, got dropped. The new group that we signed, Hellbound Disciples, which people probably thought were going to be slow out the gate. I mean, they're doing more than anybody else on the label's doing now. I mean, you got two Hellbound Disciples CDs out and a Lord Chaos solo album out. I mean, other than that, Nick dropped a Sorcerer's book, but that wasn't pressed. And man, other than that, yeah, Shane's album. So we literally have Shane's album, the two Hellbound Disciples.
Mark of a Beast, Concrete. Concrete's been dropping singles like crazy too, and his collabs have been getting. I mean, he's
Yeah, I
got
can't.
Doc
I
Gruesome,
can't
Chris
keep.
Calico. What else was he doing? Cody Manson. That was a really sick song, and it's cool because Concrete is such a filthy rapper that he's getting these like kind of like I don't know what you call them. I mean, Cody Manson, Doc Gruesome, they can get a little filthy, but not Concrete filthy, But they get on a Concrete song, and it's like, man, you got to stoop down to that level, man. You got to get sick with it. So
Concrete's constantly doing shit, so I can't even keep up with the guy.
I
So
know.
yeah, I'll list a bunch, and then I need people like you to be like, "Nah, Concrete dropped this," and then he's constantly dropping shit, doing shows. It's fucking ridiculous, man.
And touring like crazy. I mean, he lives in Seattle, but he'll fly to Florida for a show, and um, just
Yeah, he definitely took that fucking baton. I left him the baton when I left Bremerton. He's fucking running with it. He's been running with it.
yeah,
I went and started a family life and had a kid and all that. I don't want to say like abandoned Concrete, but left him, try the family thing and found Smalls and all that. And I don't know what the fuck it did, but it boosted his fucking energy. He's been doing shit nonstop since. I mean, he's been opening up for people that we always dreamt of opening up for.
yeah,
So
for
fucking
sure.
Concrete, dude. He knows how to hold the shit down.
Oh, for sure. And I've gotten to see him live a few times over the last year, and what he brings to the stage is like I think the only person that matches Concrete when it comes to their hustle and their stage presence is Chuckles.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Chuckles is another guy that will drop everything just to fly across the country, go play a show, and just he doesn't just get on stage and sing songs. They're moving the whole time. They're going nuts. So
No, he has energy. I have offered him a deal before with HC, but he's doing his thing, man. He's just growing. And so he's just trying to see where he's going to end up. I mean, I'm sure he's trying to do other labels that we all know of. He's just
yeah,
in his own lane. He's fucking grinding his ass off. I fucking love that guy.
as he should, man, and like more power to him. And he still says "saws up" with a little demon face next to it. So it's like he's part of the family, and he always will be. He's part of the HorrorCorridor family, of course, because just like you, he was one of the earlier artists that stuck their. I wouldn't say stuck their neck out. It wasn't that big of a deal, I guess, but like came on a new show and was like, you guys had faith in me to like do the show and like not fuck it up. And, the show's still going and things have just gotten better. And, so yeah, I owe a lot to you and Chuckles and Comatose and Darby O'Trill from the beginning. And of course, Jason Porter.
Oh, yeah. Now look at you, man. Now you're in. You don't even know how many episodes you've done now.
I know. I always got to ask now. Hell yeah. So you just got your studio all set up. Do you want to talk a little bit about kind of how that's kind of progressed and like what the setback was?
Annoying. I'm an old schooler, man. So like, dude, all these new programs. I've tried to get a new computer. Me and Smalls tried to get a new computer once. And between both me and her and all these new programs that are out from when, well, we're used to. I mean, we're still fucking recorded way back when. these new programs that we tried, man, we tried everything. The sound isn't the same as what I'm used to. Seems like a lot more steps. So
Yeah.
what happened is fucking the old school fucking program that I used to use. For some reason, I tried to log into it one day and it just would not let me log into it. Fuck, I even chatted with Nickel over, live stream, and we just like, what the fuck's going on with it? I got held back for a while with that.
Wow. Yeah.
Then the studio just it turned into a storage room.
Yeah. Was that the room that you were did the last interview in?
No, that was the house in Florence.
Oh yeah.
That was the actual mine and small studio that we did that one in.
Okay.
Here, I don't want to do an interview in that studio. It's really a master bedroom in the apartment that I fucking turned into a fucking somewhere to record. It pretty much just houses my mass. There's so many fucking masks in there. I mean,
So I've heard some of the recordings since you've jumped back into recording, and you still got it, man. It's like super powerful stuff. I cannot wait for people to hear it. When are some of these like new recordings going to start surfacing, or can you say?
Well,
I know that we got some secret shit that we can't really talk about till later in the year, but
I don't know when I can't say who it's with, but the dirty one. You know what I'm talking about, the dirty one. I don't know what the plans are with that track. The
yeah,
Hangman. I don't know what is with that. It's not really my track to do what I want with. So that one, I'm just waiting for him to do whatever he wants with it. If nothing ever comes about it, then I probably will just put it on some. I should probably hit him up and ask him what it's like.
Dude, that song, like when you played me that shit, I mean, I'm gonna be real, like he played it for me too. Like I think a couple days after you sent it to me, he sent it to me, and I was just like, "Oh, word, man!" Like, so, like, yeah, you guys were kind of like playing it for me in the background, but holy crap, man! Like it is.
Shit, he has fucking put Samson on and shit, and Samson's so dope. So when he finally gave me a beat, I was like, God, I better try my fuck. This better be dope.
Yeah,
This fuck, dude, that whole Samson album is,
it's incredible,
man. It doesn't even sound. It's one of its own, man. I can't believe how incredible it is. Super clean, fucking. Dude almost doesn't even sound like he's trying at all, man. It's just like so natural. Dude.
I know.
It's crazy.
It reminds me of like the strange music when that kind of came into the underground, how it had that professional level that like people were kind of like, damn, this is like you can actually sound like mainstream music but also be dark. But like Crossworm, I think is like even better than that. Like when me and Samson were talking, we were just like, I think Samson said, I mean, I would love to work with Steven Seven, I forgot his name, Seven, the producer. But why do that when I got Crossworm? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can do it all, man. But just because you've only heard the shit you've heard from him, trust me, you challenge him with any sound, he's got it. He's a fucking brain.
Yeah.
It's like that. And I've never seen one dual graphic from him or one like his image is always on point.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Shit'll be good.
Hell yeah. He's really like a control freak too, which is like I think works out really good for him because you can tell the quality control is just really strong there. Like there's never a dud, you know what I mean? It's cool.
No, always on. It's always crisp, always clean. Yeah, you know what you're gonna get. Listen to that shit. Sure.
Hell yeah. So let's see. Horrorcrunk, the website just launched. That is that's something I'm running right now, but I'm trying to make it like the old school record label websites where you just get like everything you can possibly get. You get free music, you get pictures from the past. Like I don't know if you saw the gallery that I put in there, but it's got pictures like all the way from you in Bremerton and shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
people love that.
Yeah, check out the gallery section in there. There's some like I went deep into concrete. Concrete gave me some. I think Sean gave me some. Like I just got some really like cool old school pictures from you guys. We got videos up there. all kinds of stuff about the upcoming giveaway that we're doing for Valentine's Day. I don't know. It just goes on, man. Like that website's
No,
popping.
it needed to happen. I mean, it's fucking. We got so many artists and so many more artists coming that you need like a one stop shop. Like
Yeah.
even though I'm confused trying to find everybody out there,
Yeah.
on Facebook, can't even keep up with my artists. And it's like the other day I was looking at all our artists, Facebooks, and I'm like, damn, not even all of us can like every single one of their posts. And I'm like, I'm starting to feel bad. I almost want to put like an hour of my day just to go through all their Facebook pages, make sure I like everything they post every day.
I know. We need to get like an AI to start doing that for us. I think the Crunk AI bot.
Exactly. But that's good. That means we're doing shit, Like when I first started coming out with music, it was so easy to keep up with my stuff. There was like 3 sites that you could post on, and it was nothing to go and check on those 3 posts. And then you wouldn't post for a while. So that post would keep its momentum, like horrorcore.com and killmusic.com. And
Oh yeah, anytime someone would reply, it would get bumped to the top of the list, and I like that kind of shit.
yeah, so you only had to post it once, but it stayed alive for like a month or more.
Yeah, and if it was trash, it would get buried because like no one was replying. So yeah.
So it's good website, keep everybody informed with news and shit like that. The real ones will mark that and probably put it on their desktop or whatever, their little phone thing. I don't know if there's a way to create an app. That'd probably be the next step. I mean,
oh yeah.
but
I'm sure there is. But the cool thing I think about the website too is like it's got all like links to. It's like our link tree almost, but it's a lot more user friendly. Like I feel like that link tree, it's like remembering how to type it in is a little hard. So you just type in horrorcrunkentertainment.com. It's got our Discord on it. It's got our merch store, which I think we might get a new one eventually. We're talking about getting a new merch store, but for now we use Store Frontier, which is where I got this shirt, and I love this shirt. So they do good stuff.
I mean, for what it is, they come out with quality product. Takes a long ass time, but that's the good thing about Store Frontier is like when you're a label like us just starting out, and if you don't know that there's going to be a guaranteed amount of sales. You don't gotta backstock a bunch of product, and you can take money and put it in other places.
Don't you wish we had this shit like back in the day, man? Like I remember I used to print like you're like, oh, I'll probably sell 50 shirts, and then like you have a trunk full of smalls and like triple XLs for like a year afterwards. You know what I mean? And you're using them as like shop rags after a while. So.
So I mean, it's good. Like if you're like people like me that can't go out and do a lot of live shows all the time, it's good.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't see anybody like LSP or anybody using no fucking Store Frontier.
Yeah.
No.
But they've been doing the what is it, Snuff Shop or something for years and stuff.
I've watched it every time I visit or I go into Denver to do a show. I watched it grow from like a little part of a room of merch and just into a fuck it, we're gonna make the whole other room merch, and then now they have a whole fucking I don't even know, like a warehouse where they keep their fucking merch.
Yeah, I think I've seen pictures of it, man. It's sick, man. I would love to just take a tour through there sometime, just like soak up all the information and learn and stuff. I mean, they've just created a really good business model, and it's probably a lot to learn for everyone from that.
Yeah, no, for real. Dude. That guy really busted his ass. I remember beating him way back in the day. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
He hasn't given once. Never skipped a beat, man. Since fucking the beginning, never skipped a beat. Always running. Always fucking running. That's good.
I love that song Snuff you guys did together. I'm trying to remember if you guys did another one together. I'm like racking my brain. I know you were on the Gorefather, right? You did Snuff.
Yeah.
But
I've been on it.
Yeah, I feel like there's been more, but
yeah, I would have to look it up.
Yeah.
Shit.
So Slaughterfest 3, is that going to happen this year?
Yeah, I'm hoping July 14th, 15th, same place. We'll see. Yeah, it definitely has to be 2 days. The 1 day thing was just, I mean, a lot more people wanted to go, and it just sucks not being able to have everybody there. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think they had enough momentum to go into another day. It was pretty cool. So,
Cool. Yeah, I hope to be there too. I'm gonna try to plan around it this time. But yeah, I had a kid last year, so it was a little hard to scrape that together last time. But this time it should be a lot
yeah.
more possible.
Yeah, well, congrats on the kid, man. That'll change your life.
Thanks a lot, man.
You're welcome.
It's crazy. I'm trying to get him as horror crunk as possible, but I don't know. I got a video of him like the day I brought him home, listening to Master P, and I'm like making him dance to it. Yeah, who knows what kind of music he's gonna like? I'm a little scared to know what the youth is listening to.
Right? They can.
Like, what's your daughter listening to? Do you know?
Like anime stuff. A lot of stuff that's on like anime. She watches whatever she watches on YouTube. You know, like
she like any rock or hip hop or anything like that?
not really.
Huh.
No.
Understandable.
Yeah. I mean, if it's on the radio, she'll listen to it. But if she's gonna listen to any of her music, it'll be like, I don't know the music she listens to because it's like the anime stuff that I have no idea what it is. I'm trying to think of all the.
It's such a huge industry. Presley and I were at the mall today, and we noticed that like they have complete stores dedicated to anime, and then like stores like Hot Topic and stuff, which used to be like where you'd buy some of the cooler stuff.
Yeah.
Also full of anime now, so it's like anime took
huge.
over. Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's crazy. Yeah, no, she'll go into Hot Topic and just start. It's scary when you walk in with my daughter to a Hot Topic. I mean, you know you're going to spend a lot of money.
And speaking of animation in Japan, we got someone over in Japan animating for us, which is like crazy.
I know that is fucking so insane. I can watch it like 1,000 times.
Yeah, me too. I'm still watching it. Like I still turn it on once in a while. It's just like there's like 30-second animations, but they're so well done and like they're clever and like the special effects, the camera work, like it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't get the donut shit. That shit was perfect, man. It's like I didn't know what Marshlands was gonna be like. That was fucking so.
Yeah, like I asked everybody, I'm like, what do you want your animation to be for the announcement? And he said that, and I sent it to Nick, the animator, and I was like, yeah, he's probably just goofing around. And Nick's like, no, I think I can do that. And I was like, how? And he did it, pulled it off. Basically, a dude in a Creature from the Black Lagoon costume fighting a giant donut in like I guess it's supposed to be like kind of like Japan or like New York or something. It's cool. So yeah. Head over to our website to check that out, but it's also like all over social media. Like you can't miss it.
Yeah, you gotta check out his little freestyle that he did too.
Oh,
he got that. You know, the Horrorcrunk Entertainment TikTok that I had. It's banned now. I posted it,
dude.
so
I posted it on
banned.
the new TikTok, and they gave me they just took it down. They didn't ban me though, so you must have already had a couple strikes. But
I can't even log in. They're like, you're just banned for life.
Okay. Well, we got backup accounts. I think Nichols got one and I got one. So, it's weird because he blurred his fucking junk out. Like, I don't see what the fucking problem is, man. But like, I swear, there's one part though. I swear, you see his dong kind of just. You're just like, that might have been
someone was just waiting like, oh, there, yep, ban it.
Marshall and Dongster.
Yeah, well, oh well, this is what it is. That's why we do what we do. Fucking.
Hey, it's doing gangbusters on Facebook though. Like Facebook didn't take it down, and it's already got like 100 views and shit. So. People are going to see it anyway. So, yeah, check out Marshall and Monster's new video. We should definitely talk about Marshall and Monster a little bit. You want to talk about, like, when you started working with him and deciding that you were going to get him on the label?
Shit, I almost want to say it was like a year ago.
Yeah, he said it was
It
like
was a
last
long,
March, or not last
yeah,
March, but like a year ago March.
it was near a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we started. I mean, it was a slow process. I mean, we just wanted to make sure things were right. He has so much shit going on and all that, so we decided to come out with an HCE remix album to get it going for him. But yeah, I think the waiting for it was the best thing we could have done. I mean, so because we need a lot of shit to be cracking right now, and some of these artists that we're signing on next are going to kind of make sense. You know, Marshland already makes sense because Shane Poppenwolf. I mean, back in the day from all that, but there's another artist that Marshland works with that is really fucking dope. I'm not gonna say who, but it's gonna make sense. Let's just say it's gonna make sense. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, Shane knows a lot of cool people, so I think people can probably guess. Like, I don't know, you can guess 5 people maybe that Shane Poppenwolf knows that would fit well on HCE. You probably
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, yeah,
But
it's crazy, man, and yeah, I agree with you about Marshland Monster. It was a good time to have him come on during this whole rollout with all the animations, all the Mortal Kombat shit we got going on, and like now I'm doing lyric videos. Like that's just for fun too. Like that's just literally just a hobby of mine, making those lyric videos, and those have turned out pretty fun. Like I just did one for Shane Poppenwolf that's kind of funny because it's just like strawberries and shit.
I love it. It's like, what the fuck is this? All right, this is.
It's because Marshland sampled Strawberry Shortcake, the TV show.
I didn't even notice that until I watched that video. That's what was being said when the slowed down. You know, the screwed shit.
I didn't know what it was either. I had to ask Marshland when he played it for me, but because I made the promo for his album, and I was like, I heard the song, I was like, what is that sample, man? That's catchy. And he's just like, that's Strawberry Shortcake. I was like, what the fuck, man? Of course, he would put Strawberry Shortcake, a wholesome kids cartoon, in like the filthiest rapper ever's song.
Oh man, you gotta love it. Shit, there's the God. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, I know. I just can't. I can't wait to see some of the shit Marshland does for the label and for himself as well. I mean, he's always fun to look out for.
Absolutely.
I think we can get into some. We're gonna keep this kind of short, but we're gonna get into some fan questions. I put some feelers out on Facebook, so we got a couple here. First one's from David G. He says, "What is your view on the horrorcore scene over the last few years? Thoughts on SKR no longer existing since they were so big? What happened to Two Clips and Razor Ruckus?"
I'm gonna work that question backwards.
Okay.
I don't know where Two Clips and Razor Ruckus are. There, that's the answer to that one. They're no longer being around. I mean, labels come and go. I mean, there's a lot. Everybody knows this. Labels come and go. You know, people do their own thing, then they start their own things and shit like that. That's just how it is. When you've been around this music scene for long enough, it's just common. That's just what happens. I mean, I've been on multiple labels. They come and go, like Horrorcrunk Entertainment. Went and left.
Which was better than SKR, in my opinion.
I mean, you miss the shit, but you got to move. Like, you go on. The horrorcore scene in the past 3 years, it's keeping alive, man. People are doing their shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is hard to see everything going on, but I'd say it's definitely moving faster than fucking. It's definitely picking up more momentum. Everybody's doing shows. I mean, shit.
Cerberus Click, huge now. I would say they're kind of like taking over the game. The Cerberus Click, those guys over at, I think it's S Lauder Visions and stuff. Also, the guys in Axe, they're always killing it too with the super famous Fun Time guys and like
Almost P, fucking tearing shit down. Like,
Shrunken Head Entertainment. I mean, you look at everyone that was on SKR and then you look where they are now, like, it's better. Everything's better. I think. Yeah. So it is good to be nostalgic, but you just got to look how things have gotten so much better.
Yeah, but it is what it is, man.
Yep.
So,
Except
I mean,
Stitchmouth is gone. I could go for some Stitchmouth coming back.
come on, Tommy. Where's he at? I don't even know what he's up to. I know he's a friend on my friends list, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen him post anything musical related or anything as far as him making music.
Yeah.
That'd be cool if he out of nowhere.
Yeah, sometimes it's good to just take a step back and just be a fan for a while, just listen to music when you've been making it for so long, or same with like filmmaking or any kind of art. It's like sometimes it's good to step back and enjoy it instead of making it, but hopefully someday he gets that creative bug again. Does some more Stitchmouth because like Stitchmouth's classic.
Oh yeah. Yep, fuck, that's classic horrorcore right there.
Jesse Prophet's got a question. It's probably something you might be tired of hearing about. Hearing Northwest Stomping Grounds. When's that coming out?
Never. That's not good. Dude, okay, so like close people that I've talked to, like Spooky knows this too, and he's probably gonna ask a question about it.
He did.
But I mean, it got scattered out. I mean, 3 of them were put on the Bloody Professor. I don't even remember which 3 did. The King Gordy collab that was on there got put out on the very beast of. The only 3 that I'm sitting on is the RBL Posse T-Rock collab. Just those 2. Those are the only 2 that are like remaining from the Northwest Stomping Grounds, and I can't find them. They're on like an external hard drive because back in the day, you know, the big ass before USB like. Yeah, these big ass external hard drives to keep all your shit on. And
So-
I can't find it.
So maybe like we need to make a fan made mixtape of it or something. I don't know. Like put it on Dat Piff or something. Just like
Buying all the tracks that got spread out on other stuff.
yeah.
You know?
I was wondering about that. Have you ever thought about doing like some HCE mixtapes on Dat Piff or like for free or anything like that?
That'd be fun. I mean, hell yeah. That'd be dope.
Just jack some beats
yeah.
and like kind of just maybe do some fuck around songs. I mean, you've done that in the past, and like the Jackknife album ended up turning into like a solid fucking full length, like long ass album. Even though like I don't think that was. Were you planning on that?
It was just fun. I mean, like, because it was the first album where, I mean, if you could tell, like, most of the beats weren't like too horrorcore to me, and so it was fun to ride on like different sound. I mean, to take beats that weren't like that and
It was kind of
take
like
a horrorcore beat on them was fun for me.
like the
So
East
it's like a
Coast
jack.
boom bap style. Like it reminded me of like some Gore-Tex or some Ill Bill or something like that. But like in the lyrics were like the concepts that you had in the songs were just like so all over the place. Like Jackknife has become one of my new favorites. Like as I've been going back, I mean, I'm always going back listening to your shit, but like Jackknife is starting to hold a special place in my heart.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, dude. At that point in my life, I was still fucking satisfied. It was crazy because, like, when you do the style that I was doing for so long, like the yelling all the time and, you know, switching it up high pitch or whatever, but when you, I don't know, it was cool to see how versatile I could get on an album, and I think that one I pretty much was every character I ever was.
Dr. Zay, you were even Dr. Zayas.
So it was cool it was all different kind of personas. It's not joking you, it's however the fuck I felt at that moment when I woke up that day. I mean, Crystal was getting fucking probably crazy because fuck, dude, I was so obsessed with just recording to these fucking beats. So it's all sorts of emotions floating around in that shit. That was fun.
Yeah, don't sleep on Jackknife if you've skipped over that album, because I know it's not one of your more popular albums, probably because it says these are jacked beats at the bottom. But like, if you actually listen to it, man, it's solid, and you get some hooks on there where you kind of make the songs your own. So it's a good one. Another one that like I always slept on in the past, and it was mainly because it was like your SKR album, pretty much, which was Horrorcrunk or Die. But I've been listening to that one like every day lately, and it's just like brings back some memories. Like I listened to it back in the day, but like I never really got into it, and now I'm like listening to it a lot. And there's some fucking. I mean, of course, there's the Swamp with Smalls One, and like just like some creative ass shit on that album too. So I just wanted to let you know that I've been going back, checking out your old shit, and finding a new appreciation for it.
Yeah, no, we made that album in it was like 3 days of recording. I think it was mostly no, that was the Black Rose. Took 3 days. Horrorcrunk died. Yeah, that's when I moved down there. But it was all recorded at Sictanic's house. I mean, everything was recorded through him. But that I remember going back and forth a lot for that one. Now that I think about it. But yeah, the sound on that one was pretty dope.
That fucking song, we can ride all day, we can ride all night, we can ride all day, we can ride all night. That shit's so catchy. Ride anytime, motherfucker.
Yeah. So yeah, I need to recuperate. I need to redo some of that shit.
People would love that because I think one thing about your fans is they just are always into the nostalgia. So if you did like a nostalgia album, like that would totally.
That'd be sick.
I'm sure people are just thirsty for that Horrorcrunk sound again too. The sound that you used on Forever Horrorcrunk, but also Horrorcrunk or Die, kind of like it's got like this. I don't know a lot of horns and a lot of like you know what I mean. Like he kind of brought it back with Crybaby with con-crete, which I thought.
Dude, that was probably one of my. That was a fun ass track. That track was fun. Yeah, dude, but Marshland Monster sent me a shit ton of beats that he's been working on, like Horrorcrunk style, and y'all just wait, man. Shit is gonna. Oh God, Jesus, these beats are so crunk. It's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Because I think that was his era of your career too. Was the Horrorcrunk SKR Horrorcrunk or Die kind of like that was when I think he was really solid into you. So like he's gonna bring that nostalgia into his music. I can't wait to hear it.
Oh God, yeah, it just mixes perfect. It brings me back, man, for sure.
Hell yeah. Jake Kruger says asks dream collaborations.
Well, damn.
I'm trying to remember last time. I feel like you might have said RZA, or maybe you said Nas. I can't even remember anymore.
RZA would be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really too many dream collaborations. I always wanted to collab with like Koopsa and Lord Infamous, but
yeah, anyone from 3-6 Mafia I think would be great. I mean, there's not a lot now, but like that would be fun.
Yeah, I guess Pastor Troy. I've always wanted to do something with him, but I don't think our styles are. It's not like it's a dream collab, but it's not like something that it would just make no sense.
I could just imagine the cover, like you're like in a hell world and he's like in like a light world or some shit, like
some literal heaven versus hell,
like good and evil kind of shit. Yeah.
I could with Pastor Troy's voice and match my style and subject, man. Then yeah, but I mean, Pastor Troy can rap, man. But you know what I'm saying? I understand these moments.
I haven't heard Pastor Troy since he was big, so I couldn't even tell you what he sounded like.
Right.
Yeah, so next is going to be, of course, Spooky Scareflow. Had to get a couple questions in. He wants to know what happened to the album produced by Stir Crazy.
Shit. I
didn't even know about that.
No, it just never happened. I think we started with about five beats. One of them went on, I can't even think of what album it is, but whatever album has the Stir Crazy beat on it. Fuck, I'm trying to think of that one.
Yeah, I am too. Was it for... Oh, no, it was Buried, right?
There we go. Yeah, we're getting somewhere.
It was off Buried. I'm trying to remember what song it was.
And then
Rollin' Roll.
yeah.
Head falls off, keeps rolling. That one? Is that Stir Crazy?
Yeah, they're crazy, and that was supposed to be on the album. So that's where one of the tracks went.
Okay, that song is a little different from your other music. Like it's
Yeah,
just the hook alone is like rolling.
yeah. So I mean, then yeah, he just started fucking getting really busy. I guess I never pursued. I think I might have even just retired. That might have been right before I announced retirement
Oh, okay.
for a minute. Yeah, I think I did. So then that might be. I have to think back. Fuck, there's so much shit that's happening.
Which would kind of make sense on why Buried is kind of a slept-on album from you, because that was probably around the time you were going on a break. But like, if anyone hasn't listened to Buried, the black and white cover album that came out, I think 2018, 19 or something. Like, no, it was like 2020. It was before Reap.
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, check that shit out, man.
Yeah, that's a collective.
And then he says, "Where's the 2 other albums from the Saws family trilogy that you promised?" Spooky, you actually gonna hold people up to their promises in this game? Come on, man.
I think we talked about it. Didn't we do it? I think we were going to actually intertwine it with Camp Horror somehow way down the line. That's what was going to go about that, but just return to Camp Horror. There you go. You'll get your little sequel to Camp Horror. Maybe intertwine everything later, but it's definitely got to have con-crete in it. He's a fucking dope ass narrator. It's funny.
Oh yeah, and he's got to be on a couple features too, especially for the Saws family, man. We were listening to that in the car the other day.
Intertwine a bunch of shit. I don't know.
Hell yeah. Yeah, a lot of people also asking about Return to Camp Horror, or some people calling it Camp Horror 2. Is that something still on the back burner right now?
It's on the back burner. I got the beats, but
oh, cool. Just like trying to find the narrative now.
Yeah, the Lost Portal needs to come out first, and Marshland finally got the touch on that one is totally different from the original. So all the original tracks that I had on Lost Portal are going to be scraped for like a little secret bonus album, and me and Marshland started from scratch on this new Lost Portal, which is going to be crazy. You'll see.
So if you were to like have like a Bloodshot roadmap right now, like what would be the next 3 or 4 things that would be on the horizon for you? Lost Portal, would that be the next, or the scrapped Lost Portal?
No, yeah, the Lost Portal for sure. I don't know if the scrape products from Lost Portal would be next, but Sean's been wanting. He sent a bunch of beats for a con-crete and Bloodshot album, so that'd be second. Third would be getting everybody on the label. Hopefully everybody's announced by then, but like a posse type album, with these monster beats he just sent.
Yeah,
that'd be really.
That needs to happen, man. There's so many people. It's gonna be like a Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, that'll be cool. And then the fourth one is the probably the Goat Head Red secret project.
What's that? I haven't heard about that.
Yeah, exactly. It's Goat Head Red secret project.
All right. Is that Stitch Mouth coming out of retirement? Do some stuff with you?
Yeah, shit. There's a really good kid out there, man. He's really into Horrorcrunk, You'll see. He's really cool. He's not going to sign to the label or anything, but definitely be a part of a group project with another person on Horrorcrunk Entertainment. So it's really dope. I'll talk about that in private. But yeah, you already know. But he's really cool.
Cool, man. we've met some really cool people too. I mean, Nickel's been bringing in a few people from his past, but I can't say who they are. But like we've just been kind of there's just been like a lot of people kind of just coming around. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even like know about you. Like now I got to learn all about you now. Like I think I'm the horrorcore guy. And then yeah, so it's like there's a lot of stuff coming up for Horrorcrunk of like legends, people that you know a lot about, and then people that you've never even fucking heard of. And
Exactly.
and I was like going through those people's mixtapes the other night, and I'm like, this is some original ass shit. Like, I'm glad to have these guys around because it doesn't sound like anything right now. So and it's crunk too. So
and we even have somebody. The little Mortal Kombat little shadow drawings that you guys have. There's even somebody that's not on that, and that's going to be a huge fuck.
the unlockable bosses. Yeah, wait till we get to the unlockable bosses.
That's gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think we still have to announce their exciting shit. So, man, let's do this.
And then Spooky, the rest is, I guess you could say nonsense, but he says, why don't you add me to the label? How come you never called me back after my mom back after that one night? And are you my real daddy?
Yeah. Well, my bad.
Got a question, not really a question. Well, yeah, kind of a question, but from Marissa. She wants to know anything to know about the Bloody Professor album. Tis a classic.
Yeah, I mean, we just touched about it a little bit. That's where Northwest Stomping Grounds pretty much was that album. Man,
that's super interesting. I didn't even know those had anything to do with each other.
Yeah, no, for real. That one was completely free. I never sold it. I pressed all the copies. Like I think I can't remember what interview I said it in, but probably last interview. I spent a lot of money to press them and then ship them all out for free to people that signed up for Slaughters United. So that was pretty cool. So I'm glad that she got one. I hope she has one.
I mean,
I don't even.
That's a type of thing that people don't do anymore. Like first off, not a lot of people buying CDs, so you'd be shipping out fucking coasters to half the people, and then like mail order and newsletters and all that stuff. I mean, it's kind of social media kind of has a different form of that, but like, that's a super innovative way to do that. I mean, you wouldn't hear of anyone doing that now.
Yeah, no, there's just something about touching, expecting something in the mail, waiting for it, opening it, touching it, being able to physically hold it. The people that don't have that or don't buy CDs, if somebody bought them or gave them some for free, they'd have a whole different outlook on it. I guarantee it.
Still in the shrink wrap because I have listened to it 1,000 times already because I was editing some tracks and stuff. But I mean, yeah, I buy everything from Horrorcrunk because one, I like having them. I like being able to hold them, look at it. But also, that shit bumps so much harder in your car than it does off a cell phone. Like, especially like Crazy 8's production, like that shit's like fucking fire in the car, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I mean that was pretty much all the questions. We're just gonna do a really short kind of catch up with you. Of course, you're always welcome on the show. You're like
we do recaps often and catch up because there's gonna be a lot of shit happening. So it'll be like, I need to stop by more often.
Yeah,
let's just put it there.
Yes, stop by, have a joint, like kick back, and talk about what's on the horizon. And I think next time it would be cool to like maybe have another person from Horrorcrunk on as well. Like we could kind of go over some old times. Like maybe you and Sean could talk. I haven't seen you guys like interact in a while, so like, or maybe you and Concrete, something like that. We can just talk about what's going on with Horrorcrunk now. Talk about the past. Talk about the future. Whatever,
Yeah, definitely. I was actually gonna talk to you about that today. That would be cool. Do some kind of, yeah.
A symposium. Yeah, some sort of panel kind of thing. I think that we were planning on doing that before last Slaughterfest too. It just didn't work out because I think timing, work schedules, and stuff. But yeah, we got to make that happen sometime for sure.
For sure.
Yeah,
many more to come.
Yeah.
I can't wait for people to see the news coming out. Definitely keep an eye out on Ian. Fuck, dude, killing it. And then Marshall and Lord Chaos, congratulations on signing, man. And everybody else on Horrorcrunk Entertainment, I fucking love everybody, man. Let's keep this shit going. Saws up and Horrorcrunk.
And thank everybody for your support on HorrorCorridor and everything on Horrorcrunk that I've been doing so far. Thanks so much. Saws up.
Yes. Saws up, man.
Saws up, let's do this. Hey, little piggy, want an apple? I said, eat the fucking apple, bitch.